Give it a little bit of beans, Andre. Oh, there go my glasses. Now comes the interesting part, which is seeing just how much range we get.
2 miles per kilowatt hour is what it's showing right now. Not good.
Yeah, it's a little confusing for the app. We don't know if we're being charged that or not. So come back and join us next time when we do the long bit, which is from Chicago all the way to Colorado.
We'll show you and tell you exactly how much energy we got, right?
Yeah, and how much money we spend. Hey guys, welcome to Iowa, and as you know, we just purchased this Ford F-150 Lightning, and here comes Andre. Hey Andre.
Hey.
And if you've been following this video series, you know that we drove here last night. We got here at 3 in the morning. It took us like a half hour to check in. And then what happened, Andre?
And then I accidentally walked in your room because the attendant, I guess, booked both of us in the same room for some reason.
Yeah, that was interesting. But anyway, let's do a quick recap as to what happened. In the last video, we left you in Chicago, but now we're in Iowa.
Exactly. So we got the truck, obviously in Dearborn, right? It was fully charged. We drove it here to Iowa about 500 miles, 496 miles. We topped it off once, right? You already saw that. That was about $12. Then we charged it quite a bit during dinner. That was about $43, $44 near Chicago. And then we topped it off at, well, we charged it a little bit at I-80 truck stop, right?
Yeah, how much did we put in there?
So that was about, what about $15 or $10?
So
yeah.
we're at about, we're going to round this up. We're at about 12 plus 43 plus 10, so about $60 in charging so far, going 500 miles.
Exactly.
With a full charge. But we'll give you the exact numbers at the end of this video so that you can see how much we actually spent. So you want to load your luggage, Andre? Here,
yes.
The cool thing about the Lightning is this, of course. Look at that. Now we picked this hotel because we wanted to charge up overnight. So we got here last night and we had about 30 miles of range left, right?
Yeah, well actually I think we were close to 27%.
Okay.
And I'm a bit disappointed, Roman.
Yeah, we picked this hotel because of this so-called level 2 charger. And whenever you see a cable like this, you know, the level 2 is a big question mark.
So here, let me show you really fast.
Yeah.
So we started last night at 27% and 63 miles left in the truck. And after 5 to 6 hours, after 5 hours and 49 minutes, we got 33 kilowatt hours. So that's slower charging than at my house. That's about 6 kilowatt of charging, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty lame. You know, if you guys are going to be putting chargers in a hotel, this is a Best Western, then don't tease us with these little straws, you know, especially now that people have big Lightnings with, you know, 130 kilowatt hour batteries. And you know what we have to do now, Andre?
What?
Here, you get to do this.
Oh, thank you.
As you guys know, this video series is part of our new series where we're going to drive the Lightning all the way up to Prudhoe Bay in Alaska. So every state we're going through, we are putting up a sticker for the state, and being in the Hawkeye state, we get to put up the Hawkeye state sticker on the window.
Yes.
So we're at 4 states now, Andre. Exciting.
Yeah, so 500 miles, already 4 states. That's pretty impressive. We still have a couple more to go to get back home to Colorado. Let's do Iowa. And nice. So I like these badges. These are cool.
These are like badges of honor. We might be one of the first Lightnings to go through 4 states, and I love that we're trying to be first on all this stuff because, well, we want to take you along for the experience, and to help you do that, we're doing this. We are geocaching a t-shirt, a really cool belt buckle along the way. So in this video, when we find a cool place to stop, we're going to geocache it, and then you guys can go and pick it up. Whoever is the first to pick it up, you get the swag. How cool is that, Andre?
Yeah, that's very cool. And we also, this series is being brought to you by our friends at Magna. And Magna actually built components and technologies in many vehicles, including the Ford F-150 Lightning, right?
Yeah, didn't they build the battery box for this truck?
Yeah, it's all aluminum, fully welded. Of course, it was a pretty high-tech piece of componentry, but they also do driver assistance technologies, electric motors, and some other vehicles. Basically, any vehicle you see on the road.
Yeah, well, especially the G-Wagon, because they build that. Anyway, guys, if you're interested in Magna, please click on the link below and check out their YouTube channel. We are now going to hit the road. We've got another 800 miles to go, Andre.
760-ish?
Okay.
Yeah.
And we need juice, so what's the plan?
Well, my plan was kind of broken yesterday.
Okay.
But my next plan is to go about 25 miles. There is a level 3 charger, fast one, DC.
Okay. Yep.
Let's really get up to about 85% there, and then just start screaming home.
All right, well, unplug the straw and let's keep going. You know, the one interesting fact about cross-country driving in an electric vehicle is that both your front and your windshield are covered in bugs because you really never stop at a gas station. And there are
There's no little squeegees. Where's the squeegees?
Where's the squeegees? So Best Western, if you're watching this, put up a real charger, please, or partner with somebody with a real charger, and maybe get a little squeegee thing here. How cool would that be? All right, Andre, hit the road.
Blow away.
Hit the
All right, dude, let's power up, as they say. And I put in the route already, and I'm doing this because the truck needs to know like what chargers we need, so maybe it will prepare itself better.
So right now, it's saying we're going to arrive at home at 10:25 p.m.
Yeah, if everything goes beautifully.
At your house, 778 miles.
Yes.
Yeah, all right.
And there was another message when I was putting this in that said that we need to take an unpaved road.
Really? I didn't know you lived at the end of a dirt road, Andre.
I do not live at the end of a dirt road.
I thought you lived in suburbia.
So I'm not sure why the Lightning wants to go off-road. Maybe it just does.
All right, so, you know, there's like 3 things we're using to try to get back efficiently. So we're using the truck's navigation system, which should plot courses and charging points. We're also using Google Maps, which seems to be much better at telling us like when there's traffic jams, right? And we're using a better route planner.
And I'm already lost, Roman.
You're already in a parking lot lost. None of this has helped us navigate to the highway. But you know, we've owned 3 Teslas, Andre.
Yes.
So I would say, you know, this is the part where Tesla exceeds, right? I think Ford builds a really good truck, but Tesla, for all you Tesla fans out there watching this, does technology really well. It's seamless. It integrates. If you've been watching the series, you know we've been struggling a little bit getting the charging network to work with our truck. And I shouldn't say struggling, right? I would say it's not as intuitive as it should be, right?
Yeah, it's a new owner thing, right?
Yeah.
As if we were a brand new owner, which we are.
Yeah, but when you buy a Tesla, basically you input all your information into the app, and then everything from there is pretty seamless, including route planning, right? And here we're finding that it's not so seamless. You have to do a little bit more work, and I guess that's great if you're like into tech, but if you're like me and you're, you know, tech
adjacent.
I like that, Andre. Tech adjacent. Then it becomes frustrating.
Okay. There you have it. All right, so let's get to that fast charger and hopefully get a lot of juice.
What kind of charger is it?
It's a 150 kilowatt Electrify America.
Yeah.
Which means we can still use our free charging that Ford offered us as a new owner.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and so far I gotta say the charging has not been as big of a issue as I thought it would be. It's pretty much, we stopped, like I say, couple times, but we would have stopped anyway at these gas stations / Sam's Club just to stretch our feet, right, and get a drink. And then over dinner we got basically up to 82%, which we were gone for about an hour.
Yeah, and so we saw fast charging speeds.
Yeah.
Up to about 145 kilowatts at near Chicago. So far the truck is able to charge well.
Yeah, and the other thing about road tripping, I think there's no better vehicle than a truck to do it, Andre. You just feel like, you know, you're sitting on top of the world. You're looking over cars. It's just a great vehicle. It's roomy. It's got a lot of cup holders. It's comfortable. And what makes this one even more comfortable and more roomy is that it weighs 7,000 pounds. So my sense when driving it is it feels really solid on the highway. I mean, it's like a steamroller, right? It's dead.
It's on rails.
Yeah, it's horrible.
It's a train. It's a train, and
any more cliches we can come up with?
and it's just so quick. Like what?
Oh, there we go. Look at that. Yeah, I know.
I just blew by a few, traffic right here, so
Yeah,
it's quick.
it is quick, and it's a hoot. We've been reading the comments that you guys have left. Thank you very much, and they come to kind of two different categories, right? Those who are excited by electric trucks, and those who will say that they'll never ever own one, and that the things are gonna, fall flat on their face. And the truth may be somewhere in between, wouldn't you say, Andre?
I think so. We need more fast chargers.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, the world is still in this transition period. I wouldn't say, hey, we're done. Let's all drive electric vehicles now. No, that's not the case. But it's getting better every time.
Yeah, and we've never had to wait for a charger. We've had a really good experience with it. We've been charting the price of fuel, and gas has been right around $5, and diesel has been more like $5.85, so almost $1 more expensive. And I'm willing to bet that at the end of this trip, and we'll do the numbers for you guys, at the end of this trip, we would have spent about half as much money in this Lightning as we would have in a, internally combustion engine powered vehicle.
But we also probably will get there a little bit later.
Right. Apparently 10:25, and if I know how this, 10:26 now. If I know how this works, by the time we stop and have lunch and figure out,
it's going to be midnight by the time.
It'll be midnight.
Yeah. By the way, we're still uploading videos.
Yes.
It's not just driving.
Yeah, and if you guys want a closer look at some of the side notes from this trip, check out all TFL, because we're also uploading videos to TFL Now and TFL EV. All right, Andre. Next stop, is this Electrify America?
Yeah, Electrify America.
All right, let's get there and see how that experience goes. We already have a conflict. Truck says we should stop in 92 miles, but you're using the Better Route Planner. What does the Better Route Planner say?
Well, there's a closer station.
Yeah.
So, and I would rather do that. I would rather stop sooner, and maybe by that time the truck will agree with us, right? So, but there's already these, little tiny planning differences.
Yeah, people might be wondering why your hands off the wheel, and that's because we are using Blue Cruise, which is actually, when it works, is really good.
Yeah, and sometimes, it's watching me, right? I need to pay attention. I need to still keep looking at the road ahead. There's a infrared camera watching me. But yeah, when it works quite nicely.
Yeah, we're becoming friends with it. In the last video, I said it was like a nanny, just, always correcting you, which it does. And when you get into like road construction, it kind of decides to give up at some time. So you do really have to pay attention. But when it works like now, you got foot off the accelerator, hands off the wheel. You can just sit back and I would listen to a podcast like Talking Trucks.
Yes.
This is Andre's podcast.
Or TFL Talk.
Or TFL Talk, yeah, to help pass the time. But that's just me, There are other good podcasts out there. The other reason we want to probably listen to Better Route Planner versus this is we need to get some breakfast.
Yes.
And
we're already a little grumpy because we didn't sleep very long, right?
Right, yeah, exactly.
So
is there a potential breakfast spot? I can Google that. Let me Google that.
Yeah, I think there is actually like a convenience store.
Okay.
There.
That's not a breakfast spot. How about like a restaurant? Convenience store. I mean, that's the whole trip.
Roman, we need to get home by midnight. We can't sit at restaurants.
And here's the crux of the problem, right? If this was a gas-powered truck, we could stop at the local whatever Cracker Barrel or IHOP, right? Wherever we found it. Here, we got to go and hope that there's some place to eat around
near the charger.
Yeah. And so it does take a little bit more time and takes a little bit more work. It makes the trip a little bit more stressful. I would say a lot more stressful. What would you say?
Yeah, well, first of all, this is like our first trip in the Lightning too.
Yeah,
So everything is new. It's a little bit stressful right now because
we slept for 4.5 hours, and you walked into me last night while I was trying to get change for bed.
Yes,
that was weird.
That was quite stressful.
Yeah, that was quite stressful.
Yeah.
All right, Andre, I just found another issue with charging. Those charging stations?
Yeah.
They never have roofs, unlike gas stations.
Well, sometimes don't they? Don't they have like solar roofs once in a while?
Yeah, Rivian has some that has like solar panels. And
what about Jeep?
Yeah, but not on the highway. Not these major ones. Unlike a gas station. So because it's raining, we're going to get wet, and I forgot to bring a jacket.
I don't have a jacket either, dude.
Yeah, that was kind of stupid. So let's do this. Luckily, we're here by
The outlet
malls, but I don't know if they're open. No, they're not open. Look, there's nobody there. So no one at the outlet mall. So let's at least go through the drive-in at a McDonald's so we can have some breakfast while we're charging. What do you think?
Yeah, that's
Because the gas station that we're going to, right, is over there. It's Casey's, and it's across the street from McDonald's. And normally, I wouldn't mind running across the street, but in the rain, it doesn't sound that great. So we'll do a drive-through, and then we can have breakfast while we're charging, get some more power.
Yeah, totally. Let's do it. Aha! We are connected.
All right, connecting to vehicle. I'm curious to see how quick we can get, and you know how much juice you're getting in has a lot of variables, not just the charger. So just because it says 350 kilowatts doesn't mean that you can get 350 kilowatts, because this is rated up to what, 150-ish or so.
Yeah.
It also depends on the temperature of the battery and on, you know, the placement of the moon. There's so many variables, you never know. I'm being a little being a little funny, but it's true.
So here we go. I found it within the Ford Pass app,
Okay.
and it says it's in network,
Okay.
and that we have 148 kilowatt hours of free charging left. It's actually not a ton.
No, it's not. We only.
And this is station number 2, correct?
Good question. So
Yeah, right here.
There's 1 and there's 2.
No, this number.
Okay, yeah.
So that number is number 2.
Okay.
Okay, we're good.
Are we charging?
No,
Oh, okay.
because we're gonna do a separate video about this.
Oh no, it just started. It's okay.
Okay.
Started. Yeah. Uh-oh, it just turned red. It's blinking
Why?
red. I don't know. It's not happy. That does not look like a happy blink to me. Unplug it.
Yeah, plug it.
Let's plug it in again. Did not like that. Connecting to vehicle. Maybe we waited too long?
Maybe. It's bluish.
It's like the Wild West, Andre, when it comes to charging.
Still connecting.
Yeah. I don't know what that. If you guys know what that little red spinning light indicator means. All right. See if you can just start charging. Processing. Okay. Initiating charge.
Hey!
Oh, wahoo! Come on. You can usually hear this thing.
Power up.
Power up. You can see the fan.
Charging activated. Let's get some energy.
All right.
I hit continue and then no receipt.
Okay.
I'm learning, Roman.
And now it should tell us.
There, you can hear
The
it.
fan. 2 kilowatts. This is the exciting number right there.
It should grow.
Hopefully. That's what she said. Boom, boom. Oh, sorry.
Well, it should grow a lot, Roman. It should be like 140.
Yeah, dude.
Whoa!
160. Wow, we just that
It was like 168.
I know, that's mind-blowing. 165, 166.
See, the truck is happy. He wants power.
All right, Andre, before we have some breakfast, let's kind of show them where all our energy went.
Yeah, so this is another screen you can access kind of from the home page.
Yep.
You click up there, you can look at trip energy. And this is one view. I wish they would have graphs.
Yeah,
You know,
you're a
that
graph
showing
guy.
us. I love graphs and like data. But this is cool.
2% went to external temperature. Is that maybe, what does that mean? Like heating
Oh, like
the battery?
heating up the batteries or something else.
2% to accessories, 95% to driving, and 1% to climate. That's not bad. And then we've got this little button here. What does that do?
So that's neutral, really. And Ford says, well, technically you're not supposed to flat tow.
Okay.
Maybe for warranty reasons, etc. But this is if you go into like a conveyor belt and a car wash,
Yeah.
truck wash, you push this. We'll demonstrate it later and when we actually use it. But that's kind of a neutral.
All right.
And then there's this.
Yeah, that's our breakfast table
Okay.
enablement. So here, take this.
Okay.
And I'll take
You
my Coke.
Take that.
And then
Got a table.
look at that. This is a great thing, like I said about trucks. They're great road trip vehicles. You got an apple. You're being healthy, Andre.
There you go.
All right, and then the other thing we found out is what numbers is the truck showing us in there?
So it'll estimate when we will get to 90% charge, which is 10:14 a.m. and it's right now 9:44 a.m.
Yeah, so we could probably get
half an hour.
Yeah, we could probably get close to 80% before we hit the road again, right?
Yeah, totally. We still need to eat.
Let's eat. Hey, Andre, I figured out something interesting.
What's that?
Either we're on an uncharted highway, which I doubt, or Blue Cruise doesn't work when there's too much rain, because I'm not getting the option to go to Blue Cruise.
Okay, and your lane keep is on,
Yep.
and you're trying to do adaptive cruise.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So I've just got regular adaptive cruise going right now, but the truck will not enable Blue Cruise, which is hands-off driving. So maybe it has to do with the fact that it can't see because there's a lot of rain. But that's the thing about autonomy. So there's 5 levels, and people think it's going to be easy to get to level 5, which is basically hands off, no driver at the wheel. But weather is the big determining factor, because if the different sensors and cameras can't see what's ahead of the truck, it can't turn itself on, and that's going to realistically mean we're decades away from full-on autonomy. You don't believe it, huh?
No, I'm sorry.
I mean, basically, full autonomy would be like me and you sitting in the back seat versus sitting in the front seat
And taking a nap.
and taking a nap. Yeah.
No, so here's I have both sides of the story.
Okay.
So yes, first of all, I agree with you, because
Look at my hair, dude.
Autonomy is hard. We were in the rain, dude.
I know. You should have told me I looked like a beaver.
I'm not gonna call you a beaver. Okay, but on the flip side, dude, autonomy uses long-range radar, LiDAR, cameras. So it has a lot more. Well, we have like our barometers, we have smell, we have vision. So humans are really good drivers, but yeah, I don't know.
What are you getting at there, Andre?
I was hoping to say that technology can be better than a human, but I think it's going to be decades.
I have a more interesting question for all of you out there. What's a Hawkeye?
I don't know.
Yeah, is this the Hawkeye state?
Yes.
What's a Hawkeye? Iowa, right?
Isn't it like a black kernel
Is it?
of corn?
I don't know. I'm not from Iowa.
I'm not either.
Yeah. So let us know in the comments below. I'm sure that's a very obvious question, but somebody grew up in Illinois and then moved to Colorado. Is it Hawkeye or Buckeye? It's Buckeye, isn't it? One of those eyes. Buckeye, Hawkeye? What's on the sticker there?
Hawkeye.
Is it Hawkeye? Okay. All right. Well, let us know. Thanks. Also, look, I may have been wrong, Andre. It just went to hands-free. So, watch the road. Sorry. So maybe all that crap I said about the weather is not true. Maybe it just wasn't charted. The truck once again proves me wrong. And here I am back in hands-free driving. All right, so the hardest part of this trip so far, Andre, is it's kind of like planning a mission to Mars. We're using 4 apps to actually try to figure out our charging stops.
No, you know what it's like?
Yeah.
I'm not a pilot,
Right.
but I imagine I fly a lot. And
Yeah.
I imagine the flight pre-checklist
Yeah.
that pilots do,
Yeah.
that's what this feels like.
Yeah, so here's our conundrum. The next stop is Council Bluffs for us. That's where we want to stop. And it's 130 miles away, but we've got about 130 miles of range. So we probably can't make that. So the idea is that we would just stop and top off at the next closest charging station. The problem is that the Ford app is taking us to some unknown charging area where we don't know what the charger is, and then we use PlugShare to figure out what the charger was. What's it doing now?
Oh, it says I'm going to have to take unpaved roads, Roman.
Oh, that's great. To your house, huh?
Yes.
Hey, good thing you live in the middle of suburbia.
Yes. So anyway, so this was taking us to a charger that's not really high. It's DC, but not 350.
And it's not in the network.
Yeah.
It's not in the Electrify, so we have to pay for it.
Yeah.
And there's only 2 chargers there. We had to use PlugShare to figure that out.
Yeah.
So you'd think this would take you to chargers where actually,
It's covered
with the Ford
yeah.
One Pass, right?
So then I double checked it with Google as far as directions. Yes, that was correct. Then PlugShare, and then Electrify America app, and then finally Ford Pass app. So we found another station.
Yeah, because the one that this was taking us to was, potentially slow and potentially not in network. And just, not very smart on the part of the system. It just saw that there was a charger there and didn't consider any of the criteria. So now we're just going to stop at the next one,
Get a little bit of juice.
and then go all the way to Council Bluffs, so that hopefully we can then do a full charge and keep going. But like you said, it's like being an airline pilot.
Are the flaps working? Is the landing gear okay?
Yeah, I know. It's a little confusing. And you know what? I don't mind stopping to top off a little bit because I got to use the bathroom anyway. That's not the problem. The charging isn't the problem. The problem is just like having any faith that any of these apps, know what is best for us in terms of what our goals are versus whatever the algorithm thinks is, the goal. And the two are very different, apparently. 145 kilowatts.
Yeah,
that's
which is
good.
almost the maximum rate.
Yeah, so we just stopped here just to get a little bit of a top off, right, Andre? And just get a little bit more juice in the truck so we can make the Council Bluffs. More importantly, I got a pee, so I'm going to give you the camera.
All right, do a quick stop and then keep going.
So Andre, I'm empty and the truck is
Almost full.
65% full.
So 10 minutes. That was a stop basically to get iced tea and to use the restroom.
I'm noticing a pattern. Pretty much $1 a minute.
Yeah, that is kind of what it's like if we were paying full rate.
Right.
Yeah, which we're not. We're still using that free charge.
But once again, it's confusing because it's charging. It's like you can't really compare it to gas per gallon, right? Because it varies based on the network you're on. It varies
if you're a member of the station, for example, or
varies
not.
what utility you're on, which is a little bit more confusing once again.
Speed is still good. It was between 150 and 115, so that was pretty good. I'm gonna stop it so we get on the road.
Yeah, let's get to Council Bluffs. That's our next stop. And you know what? I don't mind driving for like 100 miles, couple hours and stopping. It's actually good for me because you don't want to be sitting for that long. I know some people have this need, and I used to be one of them, where like it's all about not the trip but the destination. You want to get there as much as possible, so you try to push through. But this is more about enjoying the trip, and in this case, figuring out what app does what. All right, let's go. Council Bluff. Next up, Andre.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Okay, we made it to Council Bluffs, Iowa. Right, Roman?
Yeah, and actually we plugged in, and it is lightning fast, Andre.
Wait, lightning fast?
Exactly. Look how many kilowatts we're getting. 159, 160.
160. Let me show. 161.
Whoa!
It still is climbing, dude.
That should be enough speed for us to go get some lunch, huh?
Yeah.
We're here at the Walmart. I think we're going to spend a lot of time at Walmart's. Or is it Sam's? Oh, that's Walmart. And gas over there is $4.46 or $4.51, depending on diesel or regular gasoline. And how much are we paying here to see?
Well, nothing right now because we're still using Fords.
Once again, 43 cents.
But it's again 43 cents per kilowatt hour. So we'll calculate that once again for you.
Yeah, we'll try to get up to 80% or so over lunchtime. Yeah. So it's hot. So since you have spent so much time at these charging stations, I've got some suggestions for you, Electrify America. First, how about a roof? Yeah.
Yeah.
With solar panels, just thinking out loud.
Okay.
And maybe like some, I don't know, air conditioning?
How about a game of cornhole or something to do?
I like that, Andre. One of those little kiddie pools?
Well, maybe not that far.
I jump in right about now.
Okay.
We're from Colorado, and this is like 100% humidity, so I'm feeling it right now. All right, let's get some lunch. Yeah, there's a Long John Silver's. How exciting.
Oh, whoa.
All right, Andre. Got back from lunch. We are at $38.27, 86%. That should be good enough to get us to the next stop.
And the speed is now 41 kilowatts, so still charging.
Yeah, you know what we'll do next?
What?
We're gonna have to stop somewhere fun and do a little bit of geocaching with our t-shirt and our belt buckle. So let's kind of look along the way and see if we can find someplace cool where we can hide this for you guys, so you can come along and be part of the trip. But we got a long way to go, dude. I think we're only halfway.
All right, let's get on the road.
It's hot. and buggy, and I just want to go home at this point.
Yeah.
We're at that point of the trip. All right, let's hit the road. Your turn to drive. Andre, can you tell what country we're in?
Oh, I know what country we're in.
America, dude. America.
Do you know what state we're in?
I would say we are in Nebraska.
Well, you're right.
Yeah.
We have another badge to put on the truck.
All right, one more state.
I'm so happy we're getting close to home as well. What do you think, up here still?
Yeah, next to it. Make sure it's kind of, the same place.
And bam.
The Corn Husker State, Andre.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. You know how I don't know what Iowa is? The Hawkeye State? What's a Corn Husker?
Corn husker is a person who eats a lot of corn.
I think they're the ones who actually take and peel the corn. Wouldn't that be husking? I'm guessing at that, but
Yes.
I mean, I think I eat a lot of corn, and I'm not a husker.
Well, you look at me.
All right, now that we're in Nebraska, we only got one more state to go before we're back in Colorado. Let's hit the road again.
Let's go.
All right, Andre, we are here in Grand Island, Nebraska, and we've got news.
Yes, so a couple things. Harleys are cool. That's thing number one. Thing number two.
You think they'll make a Harley Edition Lightning? Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah, they used to have 4 trucks with Harley. Harley style.
And then they could partner with the what's the electric bike called? The Harley
Live wire.
Yeah.
Yes.
There you go, Ford. That's a free one for you. But what's the news?
We're out of free charging.
Are we?
We have to pay now to charge. So we used up all of our 250 kilowatt hours that Ford gave us. Also, the first station we went up to did not work.
Yeah.
So we're using this one.
Well, actually, the second one also doesn't work. Look. So this is kind of what we've come to expect sometimes. Both are unavailable. That one, when we plugged it in, this little red light would just go red. Once again, I don't know what that means, but let us know in the comments. But the third one worked, and we didn't have to resort to chat mode because that would have been embarrassing
So
and not functional.
So we're gonna pick up hopefully a good bit of charge fast. How fast is it going?
Let's go look. So let's do a turn.
163, man.
Yeah, this thing has been rocking it, huh?
Yeah, it's been rocking pretty good.
All right, well, we still have, how many miles have we gone? Probably another...
We have like 350 left,
Okay.
3 something. So we've gone almost 950 miles.
Yeah, we're getting to that point of the road trip where we just want to get there,
Yeah.
So you know what that means? We got to buy some jerky. That's the jerky part.
And also some water, use the restroom too.
All right, let's go do that, Andre.
Yeah.
And we still have to geocache our little...
Ooh.
I thought about hiding it here, but there's no place really to put it here. Right?
Maybe next stop.
Yeah,
How
we'll
about
try,
that?
We'll try next stop.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get a little farther down the road. All right, let us keep on trucking.
Trucking?
Yeah, trucking.
All right.
Hey, Andre, so
Yeah.
a couple things we've learned since we started this trip. First, M&M's are a great road trip food, at least for me. What'd you get?
I got some nuts.
You got some nuts.
Yes.
What are you, nuts?
I've got almonds. I've got almonds.
Sorry about that. A bad dad joke. First thing that we learned is that this is the first time we've actually stopped where we didn't have to have like a break or lunch or dinner. So we're just sitting here charging. That's the first time the whole trip, right? And we are like how many miles into it now?
Like 900 miles.
Yeah, that's pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So second thing we figured out is this actually will tell you the charging station when you
Like previewing.
yeah, previewing it. So let's see where it's going to take us next.
Continue. So here's what I want to try, dude.
Let's see where it's taking us next first.
Let's see.
Can we see?
Let's preview it this way.
It's not telling us though how long we need to charge. Oh, it's showing us how far we can go.
Oh yeah. So it's saying there may be another station here, but that's kind of short distance, dude.
Yeah.
Or there.
Yeah. So we need to expand this circle to get to that. Oh, there! Look, it just expanded. How cool is that? Yeah. It just went boom. It just got bigger. It from like the B to the E in Nebraska.
Well, it needs to move faster. I mean, we're still charging at a good rate, 134. About 130 kilowatts, so that's a pretty good speed. But I also wanted to pick, so how do we know what's the next station? Can I click on this?
You should, yeah, let's see if it tells you. Oh, that didn't work.
Sorry.
Click on it.
Oh! It's a Walmart.
Yeah.
So now it's showing us previews.
Yeah. No, so that's what I was saying. It does show you previews. What's that one?
Another Walmart.
You know, I think I selected only Electrify Americas at some point in this. I think I figured out how to do only Electrify America. I bet you that's another one. Yeah, see?
Okay, so I wanted to check one more thing.
Wait, how come, so it's telling us 20 minutes to 41%. I don't get, what is that telling us? Because they're all different when you click on them. See, 35 minutes to 65%.
I think it's trying to estimate like how much we're gonna pause for, but how does it know what's gonna happen in the future? Is it predicting the future?
Well, if this were a Tesla system, that would mean how long you'd have to stop and to what percentage you'd be going.
But we don't know from what percentage we're starting from.
Yeah.
Like,
well, click this one. What does that do? Oh, that does that.
I'll go to the next one.
There you go. Look at that. So it's got ultra-fast chargers. I selected that. Ford Network Plug and Charge. So we are able to select the Ford Network Plug and Charge and the ultra-fast chargers. It only took us 900 miles to figure that out. And look, it even gives you the cost.
Yes.
$19.20 per hour, 90 to 150 kilowatt capable vehicles, electrify, yada, yada, yada.
Now let's go back to the map because I'm curious. Did our circle expand to the point where we can go to the next one? Oh, not yet.
We're at the end now, Andre.
We're at the end of Nebraska.
So we want to get it maybe to like Colorado just to be on the safe side.
All right, so a few more minutes.
Yeah, we're at 59%.
Okay.
So we're still, I think we want to go to like 80, right?
So we need to wait another like 10 minutes.
Yeah, hang out, have some nuts.
Let's go nuts. Guys, take a look. So we've been here about 32 minutes. We're almost at 80%. And it's actually cheaper room now. So it's about $10 for 30 minutes. About 32 cents per minute, it says.
Free tax though, what does that mean? When does the tax get added on?
Ooh, I don't want to know.
There's so much we don't know, Andre. Sorry guys, we're learning, like I said, as we go along.
And also, I want to mention this. This is the delivered energy.
Yeah.
But there's always some losses between the, when the cable heats up. Are you serious?
I'm kidding.
Actually, it's pretty warm.
Yeah, some of these are liquid cool actually.
Yeah, so there's some losses actually in the energy transfer. It could be about 5% even, or a little bit more. So yeah.
So shall we call it good?
Yeah, we're good. We're into Colorado. Check it.
Are we into Colorado? Let's see. Does the circle take us to Colorado? Oh yeah, just barely. Look at that, Andre, just barely into Colorado.
Yeah, that's good enough.
Do we have enough cushion there to get to the next station?
I think so.
All right, we're at 78%. It's slowing down, right? That last 20% would take a long, long time.
Yeah, I don't want to wait.
All right, let's hit the road again. Keep on trucking. All right, it's that time in the video where we are about to go stash our little goodie Tupperware container. It's got a Northern Lightning t-shirt. It has, you can see it kind of there, a TFL belt buckle, some other swag, and I'm giving you a hint to where it's at. So I'm not saying where, but that's a big hint, and that's a big hint right there, that guy, but it's not going to be in there or by there. Those are just hints. Should we go stash it, Andre?
Yeah.
We're stashing it.
And then the final hint comes?
At the end, yeah. We'll give
Okay.
one more hint as we walk over there. So we're obviously by the highway here, so let's walk this way toward that bridge. Here's another hint.
The bridge.
Yes, we are crossing a bridge, Andre. I'm going to call this
The bridge to the future?
Swag Bridge.
Swag.
Swag Bridge, yeah. Yeah, it's nice. It's actually cooled off. It's no longer as hot as it was, or muggy as it was in Iowa. All right, here's another hint right there. We're going to make this pretty easy. We want somebody to find this. And if you find this Northern Lightning goodie box, there's an email address in there, and take a picture of yourself with the shirt so that we know that it has been found. We can post it to our social media so that other people don't come here looking for it. So Andre, you want to take over?
Yes.
Here we go. Kind of going that. Don't be worried, the ticks aren't too bad here in Nebraska. And Lyme disease, it's curable.
It's okay.
After
it's okay.
many years of antibiotic treatments, it'll go away.
I've lived long enough. I'm not scared.
Okay. How about you put it in the crook of the tree there?
In the crook?
Yeah, like in between. Other way, other one, to the right. There you go. Yeah, in there. There you go.
Nobody will ever find this.
No, this is never going to get recovered. And how appropriate, the buffalo.
Well, we're CU Buffaloes. I mean, I graduated from University of Colorado.
Yeah, and I went to see you as well. That's not as sturdy as.
Sorry.
Yeah. All right, and you feel any ticks?
No.
No.
So be safe, guys. Maybe go around the tree. It's a little bit more clear over there.
All right. All right. Well, let's finish up this road trip. I'm getting tired.
Yes.
Andre, why are we free here?
Charging costs $0. Do you think Jim Farley saw our videos and he's giving us some juice?
You think? Thank you, Jim. We love you. By the way, Jim is the CEO of Ford, in case you're wondering.
No, I don't think that's happening, but this is strange.
Oh, we just said something. Session fee and charging. That just gives you what it does.
No, that's nice if it's free. Let's stay here all day.
Yeah. A lovely Walmart. I gotta say, Andre, driving an electric car across country is a tour of every Walmart in every small town.
You become very, very accustomed to it.
Yeah. Hey, Andre. Yo! This has been bugging me the whole time. We're almost in Colorado. We just had dinner. It's 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Not only is this thing ugly, but I bet you it's causing us a lot more...
Are you making the truck more aerodynamic?
Yeah, a lot more usage of electricity. So, does it look better? It already looks cleaner. Yeah. Straighten out this stupid thing.
Yeah, I mean, we're not listening to radio, we're listening to podcasts.
Anybody listen to radio anymore? I mean, seriously, right? Who wants to listen to all those commercials? Hey, so let's see how much power we put in.
Wow, dude, it's still hauling. So we started at 17%.
Yeah.
We are up to 78%. We're still hauling at 100 kilowatts.
36 minutes.
And $11.50. So
Cheaper.
it got cheaper and faster.
Yeah, Nebraska's good. we like you, Nebraska.
Thank you, Nebraska.
I'm gonna put this in the back. Hey, is there space under the seat?
Yeah.
Do we have storage? Look. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at all the storage. Nice. Perfect.
Dude, why do these screens sometimes don't work?
Let's try this button. Look at this. Electrocute you, Andre.
Come on, you were doing so well.
Do we turn it off? Is it off?
No, it's not off.
It won't turn off? It won't stop charging? Is that where we're at now? We can't.
Hold on. Oh, there it goes. Stop.
Yeah, hit stop. Come on, turn off.
Turn off, it's okay. It's okay. It'll turn off in a second.
There it goes.
There it goes.
Wow.
It was just...
Did it unclick itself? Can we undo it?
Hold on.
Let's see if it freed. No, it's still locked in place.
Try now.
All right, there it goes.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
It just liked our truck. Just really liked it.
Always something, Andre. We are living in a brave new world. Well, how many more miles do we have? You think we can make it home?
Yeah, we got like 220 miles of range or more, and we have 200 miles left.
So your house is next?
Yeah.
All right, well, let's see if we can make it. Well, I got to go beyond your house. I got to go to my house too, which is another 20 miles.
Well, that's your issue.
We have one more sticker, Andre, Colorado sticker. Hey, why are there all these boats here?
This is Lake McConaughey area, dude.
Ah,
Can we go boating? Maybe next time.
yeah. Andre, we've got 215 miles of range
Yeah.
with like 85% of the battery. That's not bad.
No, dude,
You should be getting 320.
and 1.9 miles per kilowatt hour is our average overall. I think it's high speed driving. 75 miles an hour is not kind to this vehicle.
Yeah, so I mean, we should be getting 320. So realistically, even if this thing was charged up to like, let's say 100%, we'd be like a 250, not a 320. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is not the most aerodynamic vehicle, but now that I have removed the antenna, Andre,
Oh, now it's gonna improve.
that 1.9 is going to go up to like 3.0.
Why didn't you do that sooner?
Does it look better without it there, like whipping in the wind?
Yes.
All right, well, let's get to Colorado, huh? That's 2.5 hours to fly to Detroit, like 25 hours to drive back.
Yes.
As much as people complain about airplanes.
Airplanes are nice.
Yeah. And by the way, at the end of this video, we will do the math and let you know kind of the difference. But right now, we're looking at about $370 in gas. We did a little bit of math.
Yeah.
And depending on how much you're paying per kilowatt, anywhere from $100 to maybe $250. So depending on how much you're paying, you could save anywhere from $100 driving it, you know, because it's
Versus a gasoline truck,
it
right?
costs us about $365 to drive it at $5 a gallon of gas. And then depending on how much you pay per kilowatt, it could be anywhere from $200 to $100. So, you know, we're saving maybe $100 to as much as $250. And that's just a rough estimate, and we'll get you better numbers at the end of this video. But in case you're curious, that's the difference, you know, which is the price of an airplane ticket.
Absolutely.
And look at all the extra stuff we can bring, Andre. We got a lot more stuff. We don't have to just get 2 tiny bags and stuff them in the overhead.
We could bring 1,600 pounds of stuff with us, or a trailer.
There's the sunset.
Ooh, Nebraska sunset. Are we there yet?
Oh, we're in Fort Morgan, huh?
But we're in Colorado, dude.
Yeah, I smell pot. Must be Colorado.
Oh wow.
Another Walmart, another charger, and this is our last time charging. So we've killed about the equivalent of 4 billion bugs. How long have we been driving, you know?
Look at this.
I know.
We've been driving for like 20 hours.
Does it say? You look?
Yeah, you could look at the dash.
Yeah, I'll take a look. I won't take a look.
Oh no, it has charging status right now.
Here, you want to put this on?
Yeah.
I'm going to put on the last sticker. Woohoo! The most important one, of course, for us Coloradoans.
Where should we put it? In line?
Yeah, just put it in line. It's fine.
Oh, there it is. I love the Colorado flag. Well, I'm biased.
Yeah. So are we. We're both biased.
Okay, so I've been here for 30 years.
Okay, Colorado.
Colorado, here we go.
Yep.
And bang, bang.
All right.
Okay.
So we've gone through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 states.
So far,
We got a lot more to go in this truck. It's just the beginning.
yeah, we are a bit tired. You can probably tell.
I'm tired.
And let's calculate our usage and close this thing down.
So is this the end of it? Well, we're not home yet. We gotta get you home still.
Okay, we're still an hour and a half away.
Yeah, and then I gotta go home too. So we've learned a lot.
Yes.
Some important lessons. First and foremost, it's a rock solid truck.
Yes.
It works great, and it's very fun to drive, I would say.
I think so. We also learned that at highway speeds, it's very hungry for electricity.
Yeah, you're not going to get 300 miles of range. More
No,
like 200.
we've been getting 1.9 miles per kilowatt hour, which is less than what I expected. But still, it charges. We learned it charges fast.
Yeah, and Electric America for the most part works.
Yes.
Even though it's clunky and
not friendly for towing.
yeah, and the plug and charge also works.
Yes.
Yeah, we haven't seen any like drive-through, just pulling after towing.
And like Roman said in the previous segment, if we would have taken an F-150 gas truck, we could have spent.
We'd be home by now.
Well, we've been home by now. We would have spent about $340 to $350.
We'll do all the math exactly.
or $200 in this potentially.
Yeah,
So
we'll do all the math to get it right because you took pictures of everything.
yes.
And then, of course, coming up on Northern Lightning, we're going to do a lot more. We're going to be towing with it. We're going to be putting a camper on it. And, of course, we're going to be drag racing it and taking it up to Alaska. So, to be continued, Andre.
Yes.
All right, let's get home. I'm tired.
All right, let's go
All
sleep.
right, see you guys next time. Ciao. That's Bug Pod here. Good God. We're one of the first to legalize it, and now we've become the home of it. Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
And here are all the numbers we promised you. We stopped a total of 11 times to charge, that including also sleeping for 5 hours at a hotel. That also included, of course, our meals and the rest of it. We gained a total of 589.43 kilowatt hours after 11 stops. And oftentimes we got kind of topped off a little bit in the middle of the battery. Sometimes we would get 17% of battery, sometimes 21. And a lot of the times, we got a big chunk of charge. Total mileage gained while stopping 11 times is 1,225 miles. And considering that we stopped for almost 6 hours to sleep, total stoppage time was 663 minutes, which is about 11 hours. So 11 minus 6 hours to sleep, that's about 5 hours of charging time on a trip from Dearborn back to Boulder, Colorado. And as always, guys, come back to oldtfl.com for everything automotive and specifically our long-term F-150 Lightning truck. Thanks.